Drama is one of the oldest literary forms, second only to poetry. The word drama it is derived from a Greek word that means action or performance. Hence, the word itself emphasizes the difference between drama and all other literary genres. It is a literary art intended to be performed by a group of actors before an audience. Like all forms of art, drama has undergone substantial changes from the time it was born to our present time. To trace all such important changes is obviously beyond the scope of this introduction. Therefore, we will focus only on the three periods that mark the most momentous developments in drama. These three periods are the classical Greek, the Renaissance, and the modern.
Classical Greek drama. The essential nature of drama lies in its origins in religion, because during the 5th century BC, the age of classical Greek drama, the Athenians held annual festivals in the city of Dionysus to honor Dionysus, the Greek god of fertility. The festivals were held in late March or early April. One of the essential purposes for the festival was to ensure fruitful harvest seasons. The theater also served as a communal meeting place. It was capable of seating an estimated number of 15,000 to 20,000 spectators who arrived from various parts of Greece. The Renaissance. After the golden age of Greek drama, the most remarkable development to the genre occurred during the Renaissance, a French word that means rebirth. The English Renaissance, which is sometimes referred to as the Elizabethan era, and quite tellingly the age of Shakespeare, was a cultural and intellectual movement that roughly lasted from the 14th to the 17th century, a transitional period between the Middle Ages and the modern time.
Modern drama. Modern drama was born out of a widespread reaction against the subject matters, forms, and methods of staging that had prevailed in many 18th and early 19th century plays, against aristocratic or exotic heroes and heroines, the rigorous unities of a new classical tragedy or a flamboyant events of a romantic melodrama, against the declamatory styles of acting or spectacular forms of sitting, against theatrical conventions that were regarded as being too far from the truth of ordinary existence.
Plays could be divided into three dramatic modes: tragedy, comedy, and tragicomedy. Tragedy. Greek tragedies drew upon mythic stories already known to the audience. In the Poetics, the earliest work of criticism in Western civilization, Aristotle defines tragedy as an imitation of an action that is serious, complete, and of certain magnitude. In order for a play to be serious, it has to deal with the grave issues of life and death. Tragedy usually ends with a destructive or painful action, such as death on the stage, bodily agony, wounds, and the like.
Comedy. Despite the fact that comedy and tragedy are usually thought of as two opposite terms, many comedies are infused with tragic events, while some tragedies contain potentially comic plots. In addition, their plots share some dramatic elements, such as the moment of recognition and the reversal of fortune. An important difference, however, is that while the moment of recognition leads to suffering and pain in tragedy, it usually leads to happiness and prosperity in a comedy. Tragicomedy. Tragicomic plays create feelings of pity and fear through laughter, leading us to feel between sorrow and joy, scorn and admiration, we may not know exactly how we feel or exactly what we think. In other words, confusion and uncertainty prevail. Absurdist plays are often classified as tragicomedies because they mix horror with laughter to emphasize the absurdity of the human condition.